are live. We are live Saturday morning, folks. Just got back from a little hike with the dog, and I was gonna do it outside, but the the wind was picking up here, so decided to do different. I haven't done one in the car yet, or in the truck, but just wanted to do the year in review kind of update. This is a little bit different from the other updates where I kind of talk more about content and kind of the business side of things. This one about things I do for every video that I upload and whether or not they help me with the channel or to get the videos discovered, that kind of stuff. So a lot of inside baseball kind of things. I have been making some changes, but this is not the first year I'm doing this. This has been sixth, seventh year that I'm doing this. You can still find the Google Plus post, but I just decided to just do videos this way. So let's start off how I did in 2017 as opposed to 2016. So in terms of views, I guess we can start with that. I did just a smidge above 2 million views in 2017, as opposed to 2016 where I did about 2.7 million views. So there was a drop. First year that I've had a drop in views since I started doing YouTube. So the drop was about 700,000 views. Big difference. As opposed to all the controversy, of course I'm getting to a bumpy section of the road, as opposed to some of the YouTube controversies that for views and discoverability, all that stuff, wasn't necessarily effective. What happened was, as you know, I got two types of videos on the channel, right? I got GPS tutorials and other stuff. And 80% of those views are the GPS tutorials. So what happened is that I was very lucky to have quite a few videos that had a very long shelf life until people upgraded models. So what happened in 2017, had a lot of people upgrade to something else, and I didn't have any of the newer inventory to replace it. So that's why you've seen the last couple of months that I've been trying to get new models up there, and it's higher, well, not higher end, trying to pick the ones that will have a long shelf life. And as opposed to the $100 Fitbit trackers that will only last for 6 months, when you look at the $300-400 units, they have a little bit more of a lifespan, years, that kind of stuff. So that's where it was very clear which videos people were tuning off and all that stuff. So that's where that change has been. So the goal for 2017, I'm still going to bottom out a little bit as more units, get discontinued as people move on. So the key here is try to find the ones they're going to move on to. In terms of the other matrix, likes, dislikes, subs, and unsubs, those are a few metrics that annoy me because they really haven't changed in the last few years. And I am going through a very bumpy section. So for the last, I'd say 5 years, the change of likes, dislikes, subs, and unsubs hasn't really changed. And what I mean by hasn't changed, it may go up 1 year, may go down 1 year, no more than 10% or less, right? And if you think back a few seconds ago when I mentioned that, it doesn't seem to mention, like if I was doing 2.7 million views in a year or 2 million or under a million, it's the same level. And it was going back to what I was saying a few months ago, how my channel is working in terms of being more of a channel reliant on search and how people are using it. So that hasn't really changed. The one metric that has been improving are the shares, which is where people are sharing the video. And what's really interesting about that is that they are sharing to messaging programs. So the copy link to clipboard is obviously the top one. And then after that is sharing to WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, copy to email, that kind of stuff. So people are not sharing the videos on Facebook. They're not sharing to Twitter. There is a bit of Pinterest activity. So the key there is to try to find these people, and when they click on and what they're sharing, you kind of figure what's happening is that, oh, Steve wrote a message here, so change the type of, oh, geez, message disappeared. Where you can't really stare at it. I want to have to look. Let me take a look at this question here. Super chat. Ooh, super chat. Can I do that? Yeah. Ooh, sponsor chat. No. Okay. Anyway, Steve wrote a comment and I missed it. I think it had to do with switching type of video. I have to take a look after Steve there. It faded too quickly. But yeah, I think what happens with the shares is that people are helping out their buddies, and they say, "Oh, look, you are having trouble with so and so GPS. Found a YouTube video. Click and share on text or email." They're watching it via the link. They probably not logged in, or maybe not a real YouTube user. They do it once and then they roll off afterwards. So you don't missing out on the likes or a comment or anything like that. So that kind of makes sense. But the challenge for me for 2018 is how do I get those people that get that link, right? Whoever's receiving that shared link from their friend, how do I find them, and how else can I get them as a subscriber? Is it oops, oh, Nova Scotia roads, folks. Yeah. So how do I get them as a follower? Is it email newsletter? Are they on Facebook? Are they on Pinterest? I'm not quite sure. Is it more website? So it's that kind of stuff. So that. Yeah, and the same thing with the subs. Yeah, I mentioned that. Shares. So those are kind of big overall metric changes. So let's move on to the next thing, which is what have I been changing on the videos themselves. So there's a couple things. Let's start with the thumbnail. I pretty much decided that I'm going to do two types of thumbnails. When I do the tutorials, notice I have the white background, product image, and it's very clear, very crisp and clean. I think that does pretty good when you search, and because when you search to see where your video falls, page 1, page 2, whatever, I find that I think my thumbnail is a little bit more attractive than some of the other ones in the same space, which is good, especially when you want to repurpose those videos elsewhere, either on the website or if I'm moving stuff onto Amazon, that kind of stuff. So I think I like that. For the other types of videos that I do, you've seen me do basically badge on the left corner. There's quite a few people who do a very good job with the thumbnails where they have that band that goes on the side, either the side or below somewhere, right? This band, the color that they use or the logo. I think that works out very well. For example, Steve, who's watching his Adventure Outdoors banner, works very well, I find, and it pops when I'm looking at the screen, so that I can add one of Steve's videos to watch later, or some of the other guys, Smoking Ape, Out West with Chris, and some of the other guys out there. I think they do a pretty good job with that. So anyway, so the key is for me to try to find that. I'm not going to use, for the other type of videos, I'm not going to use necessarily stills from the video. I think I'm just going to, since I do quite a few pictures with the phone, I'll try to get a nice picture as the background. So something a little bit more visually appealing with the thumbnails. The other thing that I experimented with last year was the title of the video. So there were a handful of videos that I thought would do a little bit better, and they were good candidates to play around with the title. see if that makes any difference. And there's a few that I did the uppercase, and you can scroll through the videos I did in the last year. You'll see some of them that have the uppercase, best chili ever, or best family camping tent, or stuff like that. And just let it sit for a few months and realize that did not make a lick of difference. Steve says here, look at older videos all the time and change the title. So I'm especially looking at those that I think should be doing better. For example, the canoe carving video that I did over the summer, I thought that would do a little bit better, so that could be a candidate for me to look at. I think probably change the thumbnail too. Anyway, so yeah, so I've reverted back to uppercasing the first letter for each word. That seems to do a little bit better, but kind of take advantage of the 200 character limit for titles. Is it 2 or 300? 200 characters. Really take advantage of that limit. And then what else changed I've been doing? In the description, made a little bit of a change. Basically, when you search for your videos, and I hope people who are uploading their videos and wondering how come they're not, people are not finding my videos or doing, pretend you're the user, do users, who is your audience, and how would they use YouTube or Google, right? So, Bill's 46, he likes to wear Carhartt jackets and Realtree camouflage products. He drives an older Chevy Silverado. He likes football and only watches a certain TV channel or something like that, whatever. So how would Bill search for keywords that will search for your video? Anyway, so when you bring up your search results, I was finding that the affiliate link I was putting at the top of the video, because the trend the last couple of years is to put your little Amazon link, store link, at the very top. But what I found is when you're doing some searches, it's cutting off your opening sentence in your description to help you make the decision to say, oh, you know what, I'm going to click this video. I think there's a hook in that sentence that makes me want to click on it. So I didn't appreciate, not that I didn't appreciate, but I didn't think seeing go to the Amazon store in the description, first thing you saw was good. So what I've done is I moved it below the fold, which I open up with a good sentence in the description of the video, and then I add the affiliate link in the next paragraph afterwards, so that when you get a little further down. So I've been doing that for the last few. Didn't seem to hurt any of the click-throughs, so I think it's as somewhere in the top. Full advantage of those 3,000 subscribe the posts. I was try to do. I'm kind of brief in my descriptions. I try to aim to 300 to 500 words to describe it. And then that becomes easier when you want to put it on, let's say, a website or other platforms. I find it very useful when you're repurposing it to other platforms. So, what I've been doing on some videos, I've been moving it to Facebook, for example. So I already have a good description. That makes the content of the post, or cut a couple paragraphs out, or just use the opener, that kind of stuff. So my playlist in description. This comments keep scrolling too fast, Steve. I need a bigger screen. A little challenge trying to do it. So you had a good one there on playlists and descriptions. So I can see this afterwards. Okay, and let's see. Descriptions, links. What else we got here? Tags. That's the next thing. So this was the focus. A little bit more extra focus. So this is where I kind of use the SEO, search engine optimization, and try to find related tags, try to get those competitive keywords. So for tags, for those who don't use tags, it used to be something that you saw on pages. They kind of hid it. So it's only at the back end thing, but really is the terms that you do in the search box in YouTube, and you're trying to find uh, related keywords to try to bring your video. So, for example, how let's say you're doing a video on a specific Garmin, and the easiest way to find out what would be like what are people searching for is to use either Google Trends or AdWords or even just the Google box or the YouTube for the auto completion. So, Garmin Fenix 3, how do I? Then you wait for it to auto complete, for example, and then you get an idea what people are searching for if you haven't done that video. Or maybe you've titled the video a different way, but people are searching using a different combination of keywords, but it's still the same video, so you can do that. So what I've been doing is trying to add a few tags to try to stay related. I do find that, especially in the last batch of videos I've been uploading, where I upload like 4 or 5 at a time, I kind of go back to them and I kind of fill out the blanks afterwards. And tags is kind of one of the last ones I put in. I do notice a bit of an uptick a few days after I fill out the tags. That's something I've been noticing for the last while. The other thing that I noticed that helps with the uptick in views is the closed captions. So last year I mentioned that I was going to do an effort to try to close caption every video that I upload, other than live streams, because I think that would take a little too long to do. But definitely for the short videos, it doesn't take that long to do it. And I was doing a bunch of different languages: English, French, German, Spanish, and I was trying to simplify Chinese for like the Hong Kong market. Why, but whatever. Uh, so this year I'm going to change that a bit. I'm going to use Google Trends and seeing what's the hot area where the people are querying for the product. So for example, back to the Garmin. So for example, the Vivo 3 videos that I uploaded, if I go into Google Trends, where's the hot spot where people are searching for the Vivo Active 3? Poland. So I've added the closed caption track Polish on it, and hoping that it might spur some discovery, meta, some extra content to maybe for discoverability. On the flip side, Garmin 3, the Phoenix 3, the one I'm wearing right now, the hot spot are the Scandinavian countries. So the plan now is do English, French, German, and then pick the country from the Google Trends, which is hot. So it could be India one day, it could be somewhere in Europe, it could be whatever. So I'm going to see how that works out, and see how that goes. And let's see what else. What else am I changing? The end card. So that last 15 seconds of the video, I've been putting in Twitter handle. I found that Twitter is probably not the best platform anymore, so I flipped that over to Facebook. And then I add the little end screens, usually the playlist and the best for viewer kind of one. I've tried adding the subscriber in there too. Didn't really notice. Like I said before, very low click-throughs on the subscribe. On the other videos or playlists, hot, pretty good numbers, but it's not. So try to keep that clean. I'm also going to try to keep things kind of generic in the videos. Try to remove anything about the platform, the YouTube platform. And what I mean by that is specific things like click here, click there, look here, do that kind of stuff. Because I do want to start moving some videos onto other platforms. So, as you know, I'm uploading a few of them on the Amazon Video Creator program. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, removing YouTube specific items so that when I publish on Facebook or Amazon or some other platform, Twitter, that kind of stuff, it's not specific. So it makes it, I think it makes it easier to move over. So, And that's about it in terms of what I've been doing. So combine that with the other change that I'll stop uploading videos every Sunday. Um, you know, cross pollinate onto the website, and also all this meta stuff that I've been talking about, description, tags, closed captioning. That must be working because if you were to go to my focus site, the second sub-site, gps.training, there's hardly any text on that site. It's just thumbnails. And you know how Google works, it must be grabbing the content through that linking and loading up that meta content because my search results, click-throughs, have been steadily growing as time goes on. And not because I'm going back and adding all sorts of text content on the web page. So if you do put effort into it, I do believe that it will help out. So anyway, those are the things I'm doing. Whether or not it's going to improve views or not, don't know. All I know is I need to get my plan together to resume replacing that older inventory content. And then as it gets nicer out, then I can do the odd outdoor video, either cooking video, whatever, the non-tutorial stuff. So anyway, hope you like this live stream. And if you want to know where the hell I'm driving today, I'm doing the road between Chester, Nova Scotia, and Halifax, the old Lighthouse Road. Is that Lighthouse Road? The old road here, so along the shore, so it's very curvy and bumpy and all that stuff. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks, Steve, for watching, commenting. Hopefully I can see the ones that I miss afterwards, but that's it for now. And yeah, anything else? I don't have anything on queue if I'm waiting for a good day so I can do a few other non-tutorial related videos. But other than that, deep South Florida. Yes, enjoy, Steve. All right, well, that's it, folks. Talk to you guys next time. And very awkward, can't